It was December 5th, 1872, when the British ship D.I. Gracia spotted a vessel drifting aimlessly in the Atlantic Ocean. No signals, no crew in sight, just a battered brigantine ghosting through the waves, sails partially set, eerily quiet, the name painted across its hull, Mary Celeste. Aboard, no signs of struggle, no bodies, no lifeboat, no crew. Just breakfast still laid out, cargo untouched, and a mystery that's haunted maritime history for over 150 years. The Mary Celeste set sail from New York Harbor on November 7, 1872. She was bound for Genoa, Italy, carrying 1,700 barrels of industrial alcohol. On board were Captain Benjamin Briggs, a respected and experienced sailor, his wife Sarah, their 2-year-old daughter Sophia, and 7 hand-picked crewmen. By all accounts, it was an ordinary voyage. The weather was fair, the ship was seaworthy, and the captain, a deeply religious man known for his discipline, was not the type to leave things to chance. But something happened in the weeks that followed. Something that made 10 people vanish without a trace. When the D.I. Gracia came upon the Mary Celeste, she was drifting 400 miles east of the Azores. Her sails were tattered, but she was not sinking. Below deck, 6 months' worth of food and fresh water remained. The ship's valuable cargo was intact, except for 9 empty alcohol barrels. The lifeboat was missing. So were the ship's navigational instruments and most of the ship's papers, save the logbook. The last log entry, dated 10 days earlier, November 25th. It recorded a position well within normal sailing range. Nothing unusual, no hint of what was to come. So what made an experienced captain abandon a perfectly functional ship? At first the theories were wild. Pirates, mutiny, a sea monster rising from the depths, or maybe something darker, something supernatural. But nothing was stolen, no valuables, no damage. The crew of the D.I. Gracia found no signs of foul play, no blood, no gunfire, no broken bones, just a ship that had been left. The U.S. consul in Gibraltar conducted a full inquiry. He suspected foul play. Maybe the crew of the D.I. Gracia had murdered the Mary Celeste's crew to claim salvage rights, but the evidence wasn't there. No one was charged. The mystery remained unsolved. Over time, more sensible theories emerged. One suggested alcohol fumes leaked from the barrels and caused an explosion scare. Panicked, the crew may have abandoned ship temporarily, only to have their lifeboat drift away, stranding them at sea. Another posited that waterspouts, essentially tornadoes on the ocean, could have terrified the crew. Maybe the ship took on water and the captain thought she was sinking, or perhaps the ship suffered a mechanical failure, and a tragic misjudgment cost the crew their lives. But here's the problem. None of these theories explain why the ship itself remained completely seaworthy, or why an experienced captain like Briggs, known for his calm in crisis, would have fled with his family into the open sea in fair weather. The ship's log was heavily scrutinized. The last entry described smooth sailing, but in the margin of an earlier page there was a strange note, a hastily scrawled phrase, "All is lost." Was it a desperate plea, a fragment from someone else's hand, or simply a misinterpreted scribble? Historians still debate it. Some believe it was added after the fact, perhaps even forged to drum up sensationalism. Others believe it could have been a final message from Captain Briggs himself, driven to madness by something we'll never understand. Here's where it gets stranger. The Mary Celeste wasn't cursed, but she was unlucky. Before this voyage, she had already changed names multiple times, undergone multiple collisions, and lost several owners to bankruptcy or disaster. And after the 1872 incident, her curse didn't lift. Over the years, the ship was damaged, repaired, and sold again and again. In 1885, her final owner deliberately wrecked her off the coast of Haiti in an insurance fraud scheme. Even in death, the Mary Celeste was wrapped in mystery and scandal. The Mary Celeste has inspired dozens of books, movies, and documentaries. Arthur Conan Doyle even wrote a short story that fictionalized the tale, launching it into popular culture as the ultimate ghost ship. But despite the theories, the legends, the investigations, no one has ever explained what truly happened on that voyage. 10 souls vanished, no messages, no bodies, no answers, just a ship, alone in the sea, drifting into history. The story of the Mary Celeste endures not because of what we know, but because of what we don't. A captain who wouldn't have abandoned his ship, a crew with no motive to mutiny, a vessel that refused to sink, and a mystery that time has refused to solve. So, what do you think happened to the Mary Celeste? Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your theories. And if you enjoy diving into unsolved maritime mysteries and historical oddities, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps a lot, especially since the algorithm doesn't like this kind of eerie content. Until next time, Dark Detectives, keep your compass steady and your curiosity sharp.